every day I shake out these towels, these darker ones that I have here, and I lay here because I want to get the hair and I want to get the crumbs out. It's sort of like, for me, it's like vacuuming my carpet. Right. But I wanted to show you my flooring here. What's going on with this? Let me get down here so you can see. Well, first of all, this is the natural carpeting that came with the van. It's a minivan. It's not like I have to insulate it. Your minivans and your cars, your regular cars from the manufacturers, they insulate things. It's usually, it's your Econoline vans or your ProMaster high tops. They're made for transporting packages and things like that, items. It's not really for like a family car. So they do have to insulate. This is where my second row seats would have clipped in. I just put some paper towel in there. I don't know why, but I did. Just so it's not such a deep well. Next is my carpeting. I know it's kind of an odd carpet. I bought it 6 years ago. I don't know why I picked it, but it is actually very comfortable. It's inexpensive. It was like $120. I bought it, ordered it on Amazon. It was delivered, and that was when I was in Cincinnati in my daughter's house. I decided to start really getting it changed up. I got this. It's an 8x5 carpeting. Next, I have. Let me get this out of the way. This is where I put my skillet. I know, little odd places. This is just a yoga blanket. This is my first layer. Then I've got a doubled over, really nice, high quality. It's very thick. It's a different kind of a weave. It was expensive, but it's doubled over. And then I have another doubled over one over there. There's no sense in trying to talk over them. There was one that went by earlier this morning. I was out on my walk. Oh my gosh, that thing was so loud. Even the walkers were like, oh my gosh. So then what I do in this front right here, I just have some miscellaneous ones that I laid down that my bins will go onto. And then I have this one and the one over there. These are the ones that I actually shake out every morning. I don't always open my sliding door and take out my bins and go in, but I just thought I'd show you today. But I do it every once in a while. I want to really shake it out and reorganize things in my living area. So I wanted to show this to you. So let me start getting some more stuff out. How do you like your coffee? I think it's really good. When you have long hair can get in there. And I don't like it. It's a small space. So I don't really want to live with a whole bunch of hair around. So that's one of the reasons I shake out so often. That way I can kind of redo this whole thing, and it just makes me feel more comfortable being in here. It's like cleaning your house in the morning. A lot of people do vacuum their rugs every day, so here's my Yes Rock. Yes. Yes, my Yes Rock. I carved this. I was into carving rocks. This is my favorite. I don't even think it weighs a pound, but it's like a potato. It feels like a potato in my hand. And I just love it. It was one of those items I brought with me that it's useless, except that it makes me feel good. Yeah, I love my Yes Rock. Hey David, you know who you are in Ohio. I have a question for you because I think you'll know. And I'm sure a lot of other ones will know too, so please jump in. I am having, because of the rain, I now realize, remember I mentioned that I'm getting moisture on my carpet, especially I thought it was just on my passenger side. But because I have these rugs down here, I just realized it's also on this side. Well, I looked. I know it's from the rain now. I know it. Because after it rained so hard for 2-3 days here in Arizona, it's really wet. Yeah. When I went to get my water, it's not coming from the water bottles, because it's now, I know it's confirmed. That it's coming from the rain. It wasn't until it rained really hard. So I want to show you something that how is this happening? It's not happening in other cars that I know of. Now mine was a restored, because it was in a wreck. It's been a restored title. So they had to put things back together. So maybe they didn't put it back together so well. But I want to show you something I saw on my daughter's car. My daughter's car is not like this. So let me show you what I'm dealing with. This is where I keep the water. It's sealed water. It's not coming from the water because I did a test. But it's damp in here. And it sensed the rain. It sensed the rain. It's coming in those grates and coming down. Okay, here we go. I've got this grate going on. Now, I looked at my daughter's car. She doesn't have this. Is it necessary to have this grate? Because I realize it probably, I'm going to guess, you can tell me different, that it's letting hot air out. But she doesn't have one on her car. And I've also got this grate that the air can be coming from. And this is the driver's side. And over here is the passenger side. I'm getting water inside. Rain is coming in here. So David, can I close that off? Or is that a no-no? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to ask you first, and then you can, and then if you tell me just go talk to my mechanic, I will. But since I'm doing the videos, and I know you watch them, and all you other people, I need the advice. I'm willing to take the advice. I've got to stop this water from coming in. Let me go to the other side, and I'll show you. Walking around. Rocking around Christmas tree, da da da. I mean, of course I don't want water going in there, so I want to get this fixed up. And for somebody living in their minivan, living here, it could create mold. I mean, I've got a lot more stuff in here, which means that air isn't going to flow like a regular car if water comes in. But even if it was your regular car, you don't want water going in, okay? So I wanted to show you this. This is the grate, and this is where the water's coming in. Let me put up my wiper. Now what I would do, tell me what you think. I was thinking of maybe duct taping this. I don't know. You know I love me duct tape. Well, let me know what you think. Because to redo this whole thing and to take this grate out. Like I said, my daughter's car, I mean, she has an SUV. And I looked at hers and I thought, she doesn't have these. Do I need it? She does have one, but it's got like 3 little holes and another one 3 little holes. Is this necessary? All of this going on? This is a restored minivan. It was a restored title. Now where it was hit was on the passenger side in the front. A mechanic said he looked at it. Yeah, it was hit here. But that doesn't mean there was major things wrong. It says they total them out and the insurance won't pay for it to be fixed because the cost would be too much. So then they put them on auction. Somebody buys it and they said, yes, I can restore that for and do it and make a profit. That's some restored titles aren't worth anything, but I felt like this one was, so that's why I bought this one. But there are a lot of people say never buy a restored title. Well, I did because I kind of needed a car right away. So I do have little issues, and one of them is this grate where water is going in, and it's going in my car. Okay, so David and anybody else that wants to answer this, I'm awaiting. I'm awaiting to hear from you in the comments. I know the lighting is terrible because the sun's over there, but this is the way my car is parked. So this is what I put them all down. Now the bins are going to be here. So yeah, and these are bath sheets. They're not bath towels, so they're bigger. Okay, well I'll put my bins in. I just wanted you to see it. One of the reasons I mentioned about the salvage title, in case I wasn't clear, I was thinking possibly, David, that because it is a salvage title, that they probably had to cannibalize a couple of other minivans of the same, or the minivans, because between 2006 and 2014, which is so bizarro because my last van was a Kia 2006 and now I have a 2014. So both, all from those two in between, the parts can be used the same, right? Right. So I was thinking that maybe they cannibalized another minivan of that stretch. And originally it didn't have that strip with the grates in it. You know, maybe they didn't have that, but they cannibalized a minivan that did. I don't know. So that's why I mentioned that this was a salvage title, because it was bashed on the passenger side at one point. But it's still a good car, by golly. For the price, it's a pretty good car. I paid cash, $8,400 for it. I paid cash. And yeah, so there's no payments on it. Okay, enough about fixing my minivan. Thank you guys so much. I count on you guys a lot. I really do. I love you guys. Bye, everybody. Neck gaiters, glasses. Go to minivanly.com and look at them all. Exercise videos and the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Lee Way, on Amazon. Love you. Bye.